Hi, welcome back to Twin Terror. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And today we're going to talk about Donald Trump's revenge tour, the latest on the revenge tour. Part of the thing when he doesn't want to do the job presidency. Let's be really blunt. He wants the title of president so that he gets out of his criminal and legal cases, which has happened. He doesn't want to do the job, but he doesn't want to leave it either because if he leaves it, then he's back to the court cases. And he's got a bone to pick with some people.
Yes.
Like anybody who ever investigated him ever needs to go through the meat grinder.
Mm-hmm.
And that will lead us to the latest news about Trump trying to purge the FBI of assistant directors and such. Over to you.
Yeah. So, as we're familiar, he had a bunch of IGs that he
Inspector Generals,
where he said basically, "You're fired." Sorry, we need to get rid of you. And now he's going after FBI agents he wants to fire. And it's interesting the people that he is targeting.
Who is he targeting?
I'm glad you asked. He's targeting anyone that was involved with Jack Smith's investigations into Donald Trump. He's basically going after anyone who did an investigation into him.
Because he's a petty little tyrant and a child.
And for me, it's like, wait a minute. You can't just fire somebody for doing their job, doing what they were told to do.
I'm the president of the United States. I can do anything I want because I'm a king.
And
Supreme Court said so.
Yeah, exactly. And
Again,
so
3.
Yes.
3 years old.
Yeah, he's really degrading, isn't he? It's just one of those. This is so wrong on so many levels. What were you just reading?
So wrong, so many levels. They should never have investigated me. I play the accordion. That's what I do. I'm the best accordion player ever. With my accordion of hypnotic falsehoods plus
3. So you were just reading...
Fake witch hunt.
You were just reading
Brian
about...
Tyler Cohen just put up a video on it.
Okay. And what was his video?
It's hyperbolic in title. Basically, he said he's illegally firing.
Yeah, because
trying to fire assistant directors, which they're federal employees. They can't be fired except for like cause.
Right.
And so he wants them to retire, or they're going to get demoted or reassigned, so on and so forth. So he's trying to bully.
Yeah,
people out of
exactly.
their positions.
Now, there's a difference between at will and for cause. At will hire is...
They can fire you because they don't like the fact that you zipped your jacket only up that high.
Exactly.
That's the only reason they
need.
need.
You didn't go that high, you're out the door.
They can't fire him because, you're too old, because that's a protected class. But, and as long as it's not one of the protected classes, they can get rid of you for that reason.
Yeah, for cause is you actually have to do something wrong. They have to have a valid reason to let you go. It gives you a lot more job security, and it prevents, prevents these sort of situations where if your boss has an axe to grind, they can't just get rid of you because they don't like you as a person.
For cause leads to legal. You have to do it to prevent the lawsuit that will follow. So you have to document it. You have to have a reason. It should be documented and obvious to a lay person what the person did wrong.
Right.
Just total incompetence in their job or dereliction of duty, that sort of thing.
Right.
If it's just you didn't like how that was zipped up, well, if that's for cause, then you better come up with the dress code that specifically says how high you can zip up your zipper. And all the warnings that you've given, pictures showing that the zipper wasn't at the right height or something like that. If it's at will, there's no court case because it's at will.
Yeah,
as long as they don't violate the protected classes.
So here we go. Trump's, basically he's trying to shrink the government, trying to get rid of...
Bully people.
Yeah, bully people. Get rid of people that aren't loyal to him because he wants a bunch of yes men and... he wants a situation where if he decides he wants to stick around, he's got support.
Yep.
Stick around.
It's just one of those things where he can't fire them. He's been told by the White House counsel, you can't fire these folks. So what is he trying to do? He's trying to force them, bully them into resigning. He's trying to, if you don't resign, I'm going to demote you. I'm going to send you to Fairbanks, Alaska from wherever you are. I'm going to make your life miserable. And, you don't have to resign your position, but he might make your life miserable.
Yeah.
So, okay, carry on. I'm going to let you read on the energy around this here.
All right. So for
thing.
entertainment purposes only. Okay. So what is the? Well,
the sign has started early and often in this video.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of do we read on Trump's energy? We kind of know what it is. That's very little point.
Wherever you want to read on.
Let's read on Trump's energy. Why do you want to fire these people, Donald DJT? We're going to start the reading. Get my card the right side up. The foundational reading is the Hangman. Yeah, he's definitely he's looking at this from a different perspective.
Bus meets human.
Yeah, once again, the way he's looking at this isn't. These people are normally it's because these people are incompetent. He's looking at it as these people are very capable and they're not loyal to me and I need to do something about it.
They also know too much.
One of Donald's thing is he wants to get rid of the weaponization of the federal government against political opponents. So what's the first thing you do? He weaponizes the government to get rid of political opponents. Yeah. The challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. Future's wide open. This could go any way. We don't know which direction it's going just yet. Underneath it all, he's trying to appease MAGA, his MAGA base. He told him he was going to do this. This is part of his America First program. He's going to try and get rid of people that are willing to stand up to him and people that have the goods on him. In the past, we got the Queen of Wands. He's been throwing executive orders out like, they're going out of style, right? He's basically ruling by executive order at this point, right? He's not putting any legislation forth. He's just throwing executive order after executive order. He's going to clean house and make things his way. Current energy is the Ten of Cups. Hey, man, we're going to make America great again once we get rid of all these deep state actors. Overarching energy is the Ten of Swords. We're going to put an end to this deep state.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep sticking swords.
And the DEI.
Yeah.
We don't like Dale Earnhardt.
It doesn't like Dale Earnhardt Incorporated.
Oh, wait, wrong topic.
Yeah, that was the other day's topic.
Oh, sorry.
The lesson to be learned is the Seven of Pentacles. The reaping what you sow. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a problem if you get rid of the people that are good at their job and do it with integrity and with balance. Guess what people are going to be left? The people that have ulterior motives. Yep. This is not a good thing. You need to think about this, as Aretha would say.
Introducing corruption to the FBI.
Outcome, the devil. Trump's going to be Trump. He has chained himself to this agenda. He is fully committed to executing on this agenda. Lovely, but not surprising.
Yep.
Your turn.
Yeah. What will be the consequences for Donald Trump?
Yes.
He
for
looks
Trump, nothing.
He looks at the positives, but there's going to be consequences for this. Probably unintended consequences. Mm-hmm. Because nothing he ever does, for instance, and this is not to take a tragedy and say, oh, it's your fault, but he, about 10 days ago, he put out a post saying that, I got rid of DEI from the FAA and now it's running well again. And he got rid of the head of the FAA. And in a week's time, we had our first fatal airline crash in over a decade. And apparently there's been another one or two airplane crashes since then. And, unintended consequences. Are they related directly? Maybe, maybe not. But it's more of a symptom of what's been going on there. And talk about horrible timing. You're proudly proclaiming that you're going to get rid of these people, and then the very agency that you said is fixed shows it's performing not as well as it should.
Right. Absolutely.
In this case, because of staffing, and you're trying to get rid of staffing.
Right. I mean, there may have been more to it than just staffing at the tower.
Sure.
But there were mistakes were made, and it's never just one thing.
But I'm going to look at what are the unintended consequences of Donald Trump going after the FBI. That's to be determined. The people that are left are going to be more determined than ever because you've gotten rid of maybe people they respected, maybe people they did not agree with politically, but people they respected. Mind you, also, it's not like the FBI is populated by a bunch of libtards. Law enforcement in general tends to attract the very conservative people in this country. So you're doing that. Yeah, the heartbreaking betrayal. We're supposed to be a non-biased organization, and you've tried to make it a biased organization. Ten of Swords underneath it all. You're trying to kill the FBI by doing this. This is your unintended consequences. Again, in the past, Gary had this one too, the Queen of Wands. This is all the investigations into Trump, and this is his revenge on that one. But this is going to lead to new investigations into him, and probably by people who are even more dogged than the guys they replaced, because now it's personal. Mm-hmm. You've hurt my family. You've betrayed our trust. There's no reason to trust you. They're gonna look, when they do investigations of Trump, they're gonna look extra hard. No, this is gonna be the free overtime. This is kind of do I have to pay overtime? Man, this one's on the house.
Yeah. I can do this on my own time.
Yeah. Lesson to be learned. He started something. He's played with fire, and this fire is going to come back and bite.
3 wands cards.
Yeah.
And a hermit holding a staff.
The FBI is not going to be kind to Trump and Trump's sycophants. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look at all the fire cards you have here. Outcome is going to be judgment. Expect that when the investigations start going towards the corruption in the Trump regime, that the FBI, people are going to cancel vacations to work. They're going to want to volunteer to be on this project because those guys. Yeah. They did that to Mr. Smith or Mrs. Jones. F those guys. We're going after them. I'm going to give one back to my old boss or my mentor.
Okay. So let's do one more. So now we know there's going to be some consequences.
Consequences. As long as I'm rich.
That's right.
Daffy would say.
So how's Trump going to look in a couple of years?
Say several years down the line.
Yeah.
After these investigations.
Yeah, FBI's going to do some investigations. How's Trump looking in a few years in the eyes of the FBI?
How will history remember him?
So we got the Hierophant. It's like, oh well,
the whole government.
The government is back. We're back, and we are mad. The challenge is Ace of Cups. There was some strong emotions. Mm-hmm. You're effing around with the government, and you're finding out there's going to be pushback again on you. Underneath it all, the Three of Cups. God, I'm getting like the Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead kind of feel from this. That the branches of government are going to start coming together to combat this. In the past, Ace of Wands, a new action being taken forth. We're tired of this. We are not going to put up with this. This is just blatant corruption. Current energy is the Seven of Wands. Trump having to defend himself. He's on the high ground, but he's got to defend himself because there's a bunch of agencies coming back after him. Overarching energy, there you go. You got your Two of Swords. You had choices. You made your choice. You decided that you were going to do something that you're not even being subtle on your corruption.
No.
It's right out there for all to see. Lesson to be learned is, these three branches of government, they're going to work together. They're going to share information. They are going to bring things of value. Outcome, star, best of democracy, best of the United States. Yeah. This is not going to end well for Donald. Sorry, Donald. You're effing around and finding out, just like your followers. You know what? Eventually, this implies that somewhere along the line is saying, I've had enough. I'm mad and I'm not going to take this anymore. It's almost like someone grew a spine. Yeah, that's how I see it. Do you get anything different on that?
Nope. You played with fire. Basically, what you've done is you've given the FBI an enemy to fight against.
Yep.
One person, one ideal.
Yep.
And it would be like
it's a fraternity in there, man.
Yeah. You had Republicans, you had conservatives, and now you got MAGA, which are the usurpers to the throne. And this would be like, kind of like the Liz Cheney thing with MAGA. Liz Cheney is a traditional conservative, and boy, oh boy, does she represent the traditional conservatives. If you look up conservative, you'll see a picture of her dad.
Yeah.
In Dick Cheney in there. This is going to be like we want to get rid of MAGA. This is kind of like, I would imagine this would be akin to late 40s, early 50s Germany going after Hitler's National Socialist Party and doing everything they can to purge the Nazis from any positions of power. Mm-hmm. They're going to have that kind of fervor because it's a cancer and they want to cut all of it out. That's what I see with that. Mm-hmm. Especially from that spread. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Give us a thumbs up if you like these videos. Subscribe. We put out a new video every night at midnight Pacific time. And leave a comment. I read them all. Respond to many.
And we're going to give you something that no other tarot channel that involves twins gives you.
Yes, a secret card.
Yes.
Now it's secret.
Now we see what it is.
Yeah. So now you have to guess what it is. You have about a 1 in 84 chance. Today's secret card is the Three of Cups.
Now you don't need to have a 1 in 84 chance anymore unless you guess wrong.
Yes, exactly. In which case you really need some help. The Three of Cups celebrating. I think this is, to me, the hit on that was the three branches of government coming together and celebrating the democracy, celebrating that we can work together and we can make this much better than it is, and the corruption. I'm not getting any more than that.
Anyways, we'll catch you on the next video. Take care,
folks. Bye.